Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Tarot Sarah. Today I'm going to be guiding you all through this collective reading, and I don't have any specific channeled messages today, just more of an observation to share with you all. And I just feel like right now we're in this period of transition. We're in this liminal space. We're right in between two eclipses. So we just had the new moon eclipse in Leo back on August 12th. And right now we're gearing up for the full moon eclipse, which is happening in the sign of Pisces. That's going to be on August 27th, 28th, depending on where you are in the world, where you're watching this. But of course, this message is going to be timeless, but I wanted to go ahead and get into this collective reading with you all. We're going to do a traditional Celtic cross spread, and I just kind of want to get a barometer right now of where your energy is at this time. What are we gearing up for? What is happening right now for you in this period of in between? Let's go ahead and take a look here. So this first card here is how you're showing up in the reading. Queen of Cups. Yeah, and I'm really not surprised this is how you're showing up right now. This is a card of slowing down. This is a card of self-compassion. This is a card also of self-care. You're somebody, I feel like you can easily navigate both worlds, whether this is your 3D experience here in this 3D matrix, I like to call it. You're somebody who can skillfully handle life's responsibilities. You can handle the things that are being thrown at you on this path. And at the same time, I feel like you're somebody, my dear friend at home, that you are deeply connected and rooted to your spiritual practices. You're somebody who intentionally has like rituals or practices that just sustain you. I feel like you're somebody you hear from either spirit, you have spirit guides, guardian angels, like I said, just different rituals, different things that you work with that help keep you both tethered to that of your spiritual body, but then that of your earthly body as well. And again, it's a divine balance. It's a divine interplay to be able to navigate both worlds skillfully. And I feel like that's how you're coming into this reading right now. I will have a link down below to last week's reading, but I kind of touch on this as well. I think you are heeding that call and that message that we channeled last week about taking a break at this time, finding comfort and solace, whether it's just spending time out in nature, taking a step back, taking a larger view of the bigger picture. Oftentimes when we're just so, up close and personal with a problem, or we're seeking a solution, or we're trying to find a way forward, especially when we're in this interim place, when we're in this in-between phase right now, in between energies, it could be easy to feel disoriented. So right now I think you are taking that into consideration, the need to take a break at this time. But I do want to see what your crossing energy is here at the moment. And crossing energy could be what can be an obstacle in our path. This can be also energy that comes along to assist us as well. But what we have here is the Four of Cups here. Yeah, I'm almost getting off this card intuitively. Maybe there is like a feeling of apathy. Maybe there is a feeling of despondency or disappointment with how maybe things have panned out previously for you. Maybe you've desired a specific job or a specific relationship, something really near and dear to your heart that you were desiring, that maybe the path that you had in mind, it just didn't pan out exactly that way. I think right now you're being wise by taking a break, by kind of removing yourself from the situation for the time being, and just getting back to the basics right now is what I feel like we're getting from this card. I do think though, something that could potentially be a roadblock going forward once we get past these eclipses is I think you do need to take up spirit on this new opportunity. I think this is a card of asking you to develop trust in the universe, knowing that the universe is only going to bring you the best possible outcome. And I also feel like Spirit is telling me right now that whatever it is that you're wanting, Spirit wants it even more for you. So again, I'm just getting somebody who has experienced setbacks, that has maybe experienced disappointments, and I think we're kind of letting this cloud our judgment at the time. But again, I think just by how you're entering the reading, I think you are benefiting yourself. Like this time just to take a break, to get back to basics right now is going to benefit you and behoove you greatly going forward. But I do want to see what has gone on in the recent past. Yeah, Six of Swords. It's like we are moving away from a tumultuous environment right now. We are moving ahead to a calmer environment, that of a calmer shore. You also see in this picture here, we have this woman and child with little to nothing with them. Actually, I don't think they have any possessions with them. I think we're letting go of baggage. We're letting go of old narratives. And I'm not surprised that we're getting this card here, because eclipses are all about abrupt endings. It's a very quick energy. It's a very erratic energy. It's a very potent energy. I feel like right now things are just being wiped clean, and you're given this opportunity to start anew. You're given an opportunity to leave what was once a very hectic, tumultuous environment, one that wasn't conducive to your growth. And then you're being given the opportunity right now to expand and to go forward into an environment where I just see like a path of ease for you. I just see that maybe in the past, like we tended to overcomplicate things. Maybe we were striving and trying so hard that it was almost like we were repelling our desires. And again, I touched on this in the last reading. I think right now it's like you're just letting yourself ease into this next phase of life, which I'm really thrilled to see. You're moving on to a calmer environment. So I'm definitely reassured when I see this card. So I think right now, what we're getting so far, of course, we have more cards to get into, but I think we really need to lean into this. We need to lean into this time of rest and relaxation and respite for the time being. But I do want to see what is going on at the forefront of your mind. Yeah, the Tower. I did pull this reverse. Are you resisting this change? It's like I almost see you, it's like you're wanting a change of environment. You're desiring that Six of Swords to move on to a calmer place. But it's like I feel like you're avoiding the abrupt change, the how do I say it? Yeah, just the Tower moment that often has to accompany that change. And like I said, I'm really not surprised. I just think this message is quite timely that we're getting the Tower. The Tower is about something that was well established. You see this castle, you see this tower here, and it's being literally burned from the inside out. It's being struck by lightning. It is just something in your life that maybe you have held on to. Maybe it felt permanent. Whatever this thing was that is being dismantled right now, I just feel like it's being, again, wiped away clean. I think it's being dismantled down to its very roots and foundations. And you're seeing right now firsthand, like, wow, this thing that I thought that had just such a hold on me or such a permanent grip over my life, it was never meant to sustain me in the long run. So the fact that I think we're getting this reverse is telling me that maybe you at home, you may be conscious of this, you may not be, but maybe you are wanting this change, but resisting the kind of like that Tower moment that often accompanies those abrupt moments, those abrupt changes. Sorry, my cat is near me right now. She wants to be here for this reading. She's feeling this energy of this spread. But I want to get to the heart and the foundation of what is going on right now. So we have the Ace of Swords here. I think there's a truth that is being revealed. I think there is an epiphany. I believe there's an aha moment. I believe we see the hand of spirit here in this. I think seeing the laurel wreath and that crown also at the top of this spear, at the top of this sword, is also telling me it's like you're being, I think, prepared for victory. I think whatever these perceived setbacks were, this apathy, this disappointment, this feeling of, again, it's like I get like a mixed bag right now. I'm getting such a mixed energy. It's like you were wanting different so much. And I don't know, like, if Groundhog's Day means anything to you, but like lately, maybe just things have been feeling like Groundhog's Day. Like, you know, like that movie where like every day it's just the same old thing over and over again. And it's like we're on this hamster wheel. But to get off of it, it's like there has to be some type of momentum. There has to be some type of catalyst, if you will. I think this Tower is a catalyst for you. Maybe you're about to have an epiphany. Maybe you're about to have some type of revelation as to what the next logical steps are going to be. And I feel like this revelation is going to come on the heels of taking a break. I think this is going to come on the heels of moving across the bridge to that calmer shore. I think this epiphany is going to come in this in-between space, this liminal space at this time. But going forward into the future, I do want to see what's the most probable outcome. And this could be, you know, if we don't change anything, if we just kind of lean into this energy. But we also have the Two of Wands here. It's like, yeah, I see somebody holding back. It's like you have the whole world in your hands right now, my friend. And you see that with the figure here holding the globe in his hands. And he's flanked here by these two poles, these two wands. To me, that signals it's like you're right at the threshold of a portal. And it's like you kind of have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And we also see that with the Queen of Cups. She has 1 foot in the sea, 1 foot on land. It's like, I feel like I'm sensing this trepidation. It's like we know already what's going to happen if we stay behind this threshold, right? But there's so much out there for you to see. There's a whole new world out there for you. There's a whole new horizon. There's a whole new perspective. And I feel like you need to hear this right now. Spirit was telling me, for you, the viewer at home, I feel like you've been through worse. You've been through so much. And you know what I want you to do today? A little tarot homework. When you're done watching this reading, I want you to get a piece of paper out, or if you're like me, I like to record my voice on a voice recorder. And I want you to really look back on the last 5 years and just every little accomplishment. No matter how big, no matter how small. And it could just be something that you overcame that you didn't think you would overcome, a skill that you learned, a promotion you received at work, a situation that you didn't think you would get through that you survived. Like any Tower moments, any moments that you are especially proud of, I want you to reflect and look back and just write it out, record it, and use that as a reference. And go back and listen to it, go back and read it, and just know that it's like you've been prepared for this. You've been prepared for this advancement, and now it's like your soul, your spirit is calling you into something higher, into something greater, into a new horizon. I'm quite excited by this card, actually. It's one of my favorite cards in the tarot. But I want to see, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions on this? Yeah, I think we have been a little bit of in maybe a hermit mode, in a period of isolation. You see there's this bright shining star in the Hermit's lantern. Maybe you do have some knowledge to share with the world. You know, it's funny, right now I'm actually reading the novel Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche. I don't know if any of you have read that book. It's more of like a philosophy than anything, but it is about the story of the hermit coming down from the mountain, or a prophet, if you will, coming down from the mountain to share his message. And again, I'm not all the way through it, but you know, I think we have to be prepared that not everyone's going to be ready for your message, but for the people that are in that state of mind and they're ready to hear it, it's going to bless them tremendously. I don't know, whatever it is that you're going through right now, or whatever this reluctance is, maybe this is writing a book, maybe this is sharing your story, just sharing your experience, sharing your knowledge and wisdom at this time. I think it would really behoove you at this moment in time to get out of your hermit mode, get out of your comfort zone, get out into the world again. After this period of rest. And maybe right now, this is just what this is reflecting. You're acknowledging, I need to take a moment for myself. I need to hunker down. And maybe it could be just for this period where we're experiencing these eclipses. But I think after that, I want you to take these insights and these downloads, like we were talking about with Ace of Swords. I want you to take these epiphanies and share them. Don't gatekeep them. Maybe someone else needs to hear that too. But again, I think I'm taking this, or I know I'm taking this way. I think right now, rest, honor that. But don't forget to share your wisdom once you get to the other side of this portal, once you get to the other side of this bridge. I think this would bless so many people around you at this time. I want to see what's going on in the environment. Yeah, I think we are holding on maybe too tightly to what's comfortable, what's stable, what's steady. This could also be a card, the Four of Pentacles. This could be a card of withholding or hoarding wealth. And I'm not suggesting that anyone is doing that, but we could just get so comfortable and complacent. Where else did we see that? Right? We can get so comfortable with these old narratives. We could be just so comfortable where we're at, even if it's painful for us. If maybe it's a job that we know in the long term is just not going to fulfill us, it's not going to meet our needs, but it pays the bills. You know, I don't know. What I suggest right now, like also during this time, like really figure out what it is that you want to do. Where do you see yourself shining? And then if you don't know, ask Spirit. Spirit, show me what it is that I want at this time, because I feel like right now I'm just getting somebody that's just like playing it too safe, when it's like you're seeking a new horizon. You know you're capable of more, but maybe you just don't know what that looks like at this time, and that's okay. I think that's what these periods of rest are for, to discover that, to let that be revealed to you. Yeah, I want to see what your hopes and fears are going forward. The High Priestess. I did pull this reverse, like maybe you're not heeding your intuition at this time. Maybe you're ignoring that gut feeling. Maybe you're ignoring your heart's desires at this time. Maybe there's a lot that needs to be revealed for you, but we have to slow down enough in order to hear from Spirit. And I'm preaching this to myself every bit as much as I'm sharing this message with you. I'm equally guilty of this. It's just so much easier to get into a rhythm where we're going, and we want to be productive and we want to accomplish so much, but it's often to the detriment of that spiritual side of us, like we were talking about with the Queen of Cups, taking time to meditate, if that's your thing. You know, lately I've just been like sitting with my thoughts, like no music on, whether I'm in the car or I'm taking a walk or I'm doing something in the house. I'm really trying to be conscious that I'm not just filling in that void with noise, because you know, when we're so distracted like that, it can be often hard to hear those like downloads from Spirit. What I get like intuitive impulses. It's like I just get this idea. It's not like a distinct voice in my mind oftentimes. It's just this impulse to go do something. And it's hard to get that when your judgment is clouded. It's hard to get that when you're constantly consuming, right? So I think that would be the hope and the benefit for you at this time, is just to lean into that, lean into this quiet, lean into this respite. If you have to temporarily go hermit mode, do that temporarily, okay? But don't forget to come out. Let's see what the most probable outcome is. Yeah, I think whatever it is that you're sowing seeds of intention on at this time, friends, whatever it is that is like gestating right now, what's brewing under the surface during this time of rest for you, whatever comes out of this eclipse season, I think it's going to bear a lot of fruit. I think it's going to bear a bountiful harvest, and that's what full moons are all about too. Full moons are not just about shedding and letting go, but they're often about that bounty and that harvest and those seeds of intention that we planted being seen and fully actualized and coming to full fruition. And again, you know, they say within like astrological circles, within like, you know, these types of circles, tarot circles, that we shouldn't manifest or try to like intend for anything, especially on eclipses. I'm going to let you do with that information what you will, but I tend to not, and I just tend to write it out. I tend to take those as just times where, again, I just focus more like on meditating and resting and relaxing. And again, I would love to hear from you in the comments if you're one of those people like me. I get especially sensitive with full moons in particular, but especially eclipses. Like my energy is just completely wiped. So I just take these seasons, these eclipse seasons, as a permission slip, just to take rest and relaxation. So I'd be curious to hear if you're like me as well. But before we close off our message, I haven't done this in a while, but I do want to get a couple Lenormand cards just to get more signs, more synchronicities, more confirmation from Spirit that this reading is for you and you are on the right path. So whenever this finds you, even if we're not, this is way after the eclipse season, whenever you find this reading, I truly believe in my heart is when it's meant to find you. I would like to pull 3 random cards here, and we'll just take a look and see what Spirit has here for us. Yeah, so Beautiful. My goodness. So we have the sun here. Yeah, I just think on the other side of this bridge, this liminal space, this in between, I think you are going to experience an era of joy and optimism. I know we didn't get the sun or the star, but I'm getting like a dawn of a new day for you. The number associated with this sun card is also 31. That might have special significance for you. You might be 31 years old as you are watching that. And when we add the numbers 3 and 1 together, we get the number 4, which is a card of stability. So if things feel a little bit off kilter, if a lot of things have happened for you this month that just weren't on your bingo card, as I like to say, it's okay. We're gonna roll through it and just trust on the other side of it. On the other side of this, there's gonna be joy and optimism. Okay, so for our second card here, sorry, I had to look at the key here. We have the lily, the number 30. You might also be 30 years old. I love this so much because, and I feel like this is confirmation. I don't have lilies in my home right now, but I love orchids. Like I just collect them. I guess it's my favorite flower. But I was just watching this video the other day, like old black and white Addams family, and it was Gomez and Morticia, and he had Morticia stop in her tracks, and he was just saying what a rare, beautiful flower she is. His lovely, or I don't know, he said lovely or divine black orchid. I feel like someone is seeing you in this way right now. And not surprising, this card is associated with creativity. It's associated with wisdom, intimacy, and sexuality. So you could be embodying more of this magneticism coming out of this eclipse season. Someone may be giving you a love offer at this time. Maybe that's what's around the bend for you. And maybe this whole spread is just changing your complete narrative of love and what love means to you and what it means to receive love. I'm getting that intuitive hit right now. It's like you're gonna be in a position where you're gonna receive the love that you've always craved, and you're gonna be someone's lovely, divine black orchid or black lily. So I think that is wonderful. And then we have, last but not least, the clover, the number 2. So luck, windfall, abundance, what else does it say on here? Opportunity, chance, and risk. And I think the universe is asking you to take a risk at this time. Maybe the risk is taking a break. Maybe you've never once slowed down in your life before. Slow down and smell the roses. Slow down and just hear the call and the voice of spirit at this time, following those impulses, following those intuitive nudges. Or maybe the risk is moving from this kind of this pain that you're used to, this painful yet maybe comfortable place, this comfortable environment, and moving on to a calmer shore, moving on to a place like your promised land, you know? Honestly, I feel like these last 3 Lenormand cards are quite auspicious. I feel good about this reading. I feel really good about it. Please let me know if you've enjoyed this reading. Give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comments if this reading has resonated with you in any way. And as always, guys, it's just such an honor and a privilege to guide you through this. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.